This is yours truly, Rockin' Dave, the real deal, North Fort Myers, Southwest Florida. It happens to be 2:20 a.m. Yep, 2:20 a.m.
Still driving home from Miami, guys.
Still driving home from Miami. But 2.5 hour drive?
No, more like three.
But more like 3 hour drive.
Yeah.
How many miles is it from our house?
165.
165. So that's Hertz Arena. It used to be called Germain Arena. That's where we saw Santana play.
Anybody in?
But here goes. No, not yet, but we'll talk.
Alright.
And so, anyways, yeah, we had 2 gigs, which would really be yesterday, Saturday. We had a Yucatan gig, and then had to, tear down real quick, come home, clean up, turn around, and head back out to Miami. And I think we streamed that live too. And it was a private birthday, 60th birthday for Benjamin and I think his cousin Heidi. Yeah. Benjamin played in the band. He played Gongas, and he played in a jazz fusion band back in the 80s. And actually, in 1987, his band that he was playing in opened up for Santana. And so he's going to show us some videos he's going to send us. And really unique. But he had a great time jamming with me because he hasn't played really, I think, in like 10 years or so. Something like that.
How old were those congas that he was playing?
He said they were like 10 or 12 years old, and the one he had the tag on, which is something I would do, keep the tag on. But they were in mint condition, absolute mint condition. So yeah, he takes care of it.
Wow, 10 to 12 years old.
Yeah, I think they were LPs, LP, Latin percussion congas. That's the brand. But yeah, he really had a great time. As soon as we were kind of like sound checking and he started playing along with, man, right away we clicked right away. And I'm like, man, I told him, go ahead and just whatever you want to play, just play along with, man, because it sounded good. And he said he hasn't played in like maybe here and there, but nothing solid. But he was definitely on key, on time, on rhythm. So if he hasn't played seriously in a while, other than in a band, but if he hasn't done that, I could just imagine when he was really at his peak, That's how you could tell when people really had something, If they walk away from their instruments and they play it a little here and a little there, and it's like a decade goes by, you could just imagine what they were like when they were like hitting it hard, That's how you can always tell. But it was just a great time, and we went directly right into the QSC. We did not use the board or anything, and I'll tell you what, that QSC kicks ass. It sounds great. And I'll tell you what, that little Boss GT1, I'm really happy with it. It's got the tone is just it's killer tone for what I'm doing. It just has that a certain sweet spot, and it just it's been holding up good. Now earlier today at Yucatan's, I forgot to do this. I was going to go out in the parking lot there and show part of how they got the parking lot tore up because they're going to be repaving. Well, not repaving. They just had gravel, so now they're going to put a solid blacktop parking lot there. But with all the construction work, all that sand gets blown in, and it's on my feet, and I'm trying to wipe it off, and we're stepping on our foot switches when we're playing. And I'm starting to realize the foot switches that is on the Boss RC300 and on the Boss GT1 are the type of similar foot switch, especially with the RC300. They're on their Boss FS latch switches, those type of like a plastic foot switch, when you're down here or anywhere where you got like sand or dirt tracked, on your feet, even if it's a little bit, they don't seem to get stuck inside there. But with the metal foot switches, you got to be careful with that because that's what they get stuck in. Especially when it's that really fine dirt, fine sand. That's what we have down here, and it'll get caked in here. So when tomorrow I'll be wiping down the pedals, and I always wipe a little extra off of the Digitech pedals because they got those little foot switch. I forget what they call them, like vacuum switches or whatever. So I never really had to think about that up north, but being down here, and it makes me realize. I wonder if that's what started making those other foot switches go out because of the salt in the air and the way the sand is. I wonder if that's what caused it. Where would, I'll find out because we haven't had the GT1 and the RC300. We have not had those pedals a year yet. It'll give us a better idea how well they'll hold up within that, by the end of the year, because it's just our constant use and constant foot, in the switches. That's going to be the real test. And I'll tell you what, they hold up, then they're going to prove themselves. And then, I'm just sharing this bit of information for people who might be kind of on the fence. They don't know what they should buy, and if they don't want to spend a whole lot of money, and if they go out there and play, and it's kind of something to think about, because whatever dirt you attract on your feet is going to be on your pedals if you're not careful, But no, it was a great gig. We had a great time. And
awesome.
yeah, it was awesome. And then this young girl named Tina, she sang a couple of songs. Man, she's got a great voice. She was all happy, all happy.
Very happy.
And it's always cool, sharing that with people.
Benjamin was happy.
Oh, Benjamin was happy. Yeah, he was happy.
Heidi, the birthday girl.
The birthday girl, yeah. Heidi was saying, she's saying to me, you're 79. She goes, I know. She goes like this. She goes, I'm 79. Are you 79? I'm like, I thought you were turning, I didn't say this, but I'm thinking, I thought you were turning 60, and I'll be 59. But then she says, what, did you graduate 80? Or I says, no, I graduated high school in 1981. So she was really referring to when did you graduate high school. So her and Benjamin graduated high school in 1979. And Benjamin, originally, he's from Colombia. But he was telling me a story when he was in this jazz fusion band, and they were doing this gig up in Kansas, and one of the places they were playing at, he said they had a good response, but for the most part, it was a good response from, I guess, a small group of people, because the larger group of people, they were into country music and singing and all that. And Benjamin was saying, yeah, it was so weird, man. We're playing and people are giving us these weird looks, and other than the people that liked it, And then I said, so let me guess, they were asking, were they complaining that there was no vocals? It's sing. How come you're not singing? He kind of nodded his head yes. I go, yeah, it's kind of sad because if people.
Birthday party was awesome.
Oh, it was great. It was awesome. Totally great. Yeah. But
there were about, I don't even think there were 25 people there.
No. Yeah, maybe.
Less than 25 max, perhaps.
If that.
It went really well.
Oh, it went really well. They were all enjoying
It was
themselves.
awesome. They offered us to eat after the show, after the performance.
Yeah.
And,
But I think they really enjoyed themselves because how Benjamin was able to just sit in and play, and I told him absolutely, come on, man. And that made his day, and that made that girl Tina's day when she sang a couple songs with me. Now she had a great voice. She had a really good voice. But
yeah.
Yeah, that was just really, really cool.
And we ran into going to Miami. All right, so we got up at about 8 o'clock this morning, and we're still up. It's 2:30 Sunday morning. So this is how.
This is how it is,
our
man.
Two show day is going. We got
Yep.
up at 8 o'clock, and of course, eat breakfast, shower, pack the car.
Mm-hmm.
Leave at 10:30 to go to our first show. Play at Yucatan's from 12 to 3. Some of you guys were with us for that show. And then, as soon as we were done at 3 o'clock, we quickly packed everything.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what I did was I ordered us food from Yucatan's so that
Oh, they always got good
I
food there.
actually ate at the restaurant, and then we got Dave's food to go so that he ate in the car
Mm-hmm.
while we drove home. And this is where timing is very important.
Yeah.
And to manage time as best as we can to get from one show to another show on time. And it's obviously, you guys know, it's always best to get to the show before
Oh, yeah.
the start time, an hour or earlier before.
Yeah. The earlier, the
And
better.
so this is why, instead of eating at home, that was going to take up time that can be valuable time that we can use for drive time to Miami. So Dave ate in the car. Well, I think we got some chicken fingers and French fries.
Mm-hmm.
And so then, of course, Dave's eating in the car. We get home, and we're switching cars now because we took my car to Miami.
Yeah.
One, because my car has less miles on it.
Yeah. That's.
And my car is newer. I got a 2018. Dave's got a 2011. And actually, he needs an oil change on his car. The car's going in Monday morning for an oil change. So it made sense then to take my car. So when we got home, we unload all the gear out of Dave's car. We switch cars, get my car into the carport. I have Dave just help me with the big black case, and then I told him, now you go in and take your shower. I will finish loading the car, and then I'm going to come in, wash up, and then we got to get out of the door and on our way to Miami.
And there's Camping World.
Yeah. Good old Camping World. That's my part-time job right there.
Yep.
Right off of 75.
Right off of 75 is Camping World, Fort Myers. Yep.
So then
The Mesa's right
we
next to
got
it.
out of the door. I think it was before 4:30, and that was good. That was
Yeah.
the goal. The goal was no later than 4:30. We have to be on the road to Miami because there's rain. I see
Yep.
the radar, and rain is going to slow us down. And then we have to be careful how much we drink because we don't have time to stop
Oh, yeah.
2, 3, 4 times to go to the bathroom before we get to the show.
And when you drive across down Alligator Alley, I think there's only the one rest stop.
There's not much to stop.
Yeah, there's not much to stop anyway. And you
And in fact, on our way
You guys
there,
did
we
stop.
seen a guy pull over and he was peeing on the side of the road.
yeah, man, he was giving it unzip his drawers and he didn't get on the other side of his car. And then I'm thinking to myself, dude, you know, you don't want to get in trouble. And then another thing is, although they're not good at, because I think they sedate those gators that's over in there, in the glades there, you know. But
So-
those things will claw over the fence and bite you, man.
Yeah, so, all right, so get out of the door. It's before 4:30, making good time.
Yeah.
Get on 75, and yeah, we hit the rain. Super hard rain, blinding rain.
Oh, yeah.
Can't friggin' see in front of us. But we made it through. There were patches of rain and then clear skies, and then hit some more rain again. And then when we get into the Miami area, it's, without knowing the streets, we don't drive there a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm still learning the turnpike and the exits. And so I start going on an exit, and then the exit breaks off into another exit. And I took the wrong exit. And it's like, oh, man.
Yeah.
So we ended up still making it to the house, to the party at 7 o'clock. 7:15, we rolled up in front of the house. And after missing the exit and rerouting and made our way there, and we ended up, when we were in the subdivision, we went down some road and it was a dead end, or it just ended into buildings. It's like, where are we? And then Dave said he thought he saw the subdivision entrance behind us.
Yeah.
So we turn around and go back, and there's a guard at the gate, and he just opened the gate, let us in. Let us in. I'm thinking, we're gonna explain ourselves to this guy. We don't live here. We're here for a party. But no, I rolled down the window to talk to him, and he just pressed the button, and the gate opened.
Smiled and waved.
Smiled and waved.
Okay.
Like, all right, let's go. We're in on the party.
Yep, still alive. Okay.
And so we made it. We got onto the right street. We kind of zigzagged, and then I saw Terrace. It was like, oh, 37 Terrace. That's the street. That's the street they live on. So we, start counting down the addresses, and boom, there we are. And called the wife and told her that we're here and apologized that we were early.
She was real nice. She told me,
she came outside and got us a parking spot on the driveway so that we could unload, and it was perfect because it was right in front of the door of the front of the house.
Yeah, she lives back in so close.
We were going to play outside, but because of the rain, the party got moved inside. So then they had a nice area set aside for us.
It was so accommodating, so nice, man. It's just great people.
Just, and we brought everything. I put the lights. I don't know why I said that earlier. I said I was not going to bring the lights, and then Dave says, no, we should bring the lights.
Yeah,
because I'm thinking, well, we're going to be inside. We're not going to need lights. And then Dave says, no, we should bring lights. And then I thought about it. I was like, yeah, you know what? I can put the lights in the big case.
Because they turned their overhead light off.
And then I said I was not going to bring the board. That's what I was going to not bring. I was going to bring the lights, and I said not the board. That was earlier, and then I totally forgot I said that, and then decided not to bring the lights. But then, again, Dave said bring the lights, and I had packed the board in the car as well, the case with the board that also has the wireless microphone in it. Now, originally I was not going to bring that, and then
smart.
the girl Tina at the party, she wants to sing. And then I realized to myself, oh, it's a good thing I brought that case with the board in, because underneath the board is a microphone. So I went outside and connected that up, and before that point, then somebody turned the lights off in the living room, and it got dark, and it's like, oh man, it's a good thing I brought those lights, because then I went back out to the car, grabbed the lights, bring them back in, set those up. So we had the lights, we had the wireless microphone, Tina got to sing, and at the end of the show, it was like 10:15, we stopped 10:17, and I went to the wife, and I let her know, I said, it's 10:17 right now, our contract went till 10 p.m., and I asked her, what would you like us to do, and then she's like, you guys can stop now, because they were going to do the cake, and I said, oh, should we go ahead and sing happy birthday? Dave can play happy birthday on the guitar, and to Benjamin and Heidi, and she's like, no, that's okay, we're gonna sing later with the cake, and then after I told Dave that, okay, we're done, then Dave's like, oh, we should sing happy birthday. And
I did.
And I'm thinking, oh my God, the wife said, no, we're not gonna do it right now, and then I looked at her, and she's like, she was just, like I guess God has a contagious, but he just kept on going with let everybody sing happy birthday. And they brought out
I didn't know.
cupcakes with candles on it.
Yeah, they did that, which was
So, but yeah, it was pretty dang awesome. Really
yeah. I'm
awesome.
just finding that out right now as you're
That's,
saying.
yeah, that's a surprise. I didn't tell Dave that yet. We were listening to Radio Mystery Theater.
Yeah, CBS Radio Mystery Theater. It was an old.
Alligator Alley.
Yeah.
We listened to 2 episodes of that.
Yeah, it's an old. In the 1970s, it came out.
Trying to keep us awake.
Yeah,
And then we were going to stop at our rest stop that we usually stop at on Alligator Alley, but you know what? Some reason we just blew right
Blew right
past
through
it.
it.
I was wondering, where the heck's that rest stop? When is it coming up? It never came
It never
up.
came up. We passed by it already.
Naples. I'm like, Naples? we're off of Alligator Alley now. So,
And there is a reason why it's called Alligator Alley, because you're going through part of the Everglades, and it's all fenced off, but there are times they'll be out there, and you'll see them, man. Just all they do is they sit there.
So
We're
then
so
we
used to that.
stopped off at we got off at
Oh, yeah.
exit 101 in Naples and had to go to the racetrack and get something to keep me awake. Here we are going on 2:45 now. We've been up since 8 a.m.
Oh my God, I know.
But you guys know this is the life of a musician. You just keep going.
You just keep going.
I can't remember the last time I stayed up this late. I don't know how long.
I know.
I just can't remember the last
Oh,
time.
my battery says I got 50%.
Okay, well, we're almost home.
We're almost home. That's good. Yeah, you're right.
15% will get us home. So, yeah, just you know, as you guys know, that this is the life, and this is what we do. This is what you guys are doing. Late nights, get out there, perform the show, drive home, and
drive home safe. Yeah.
I bought a French cappuccino at the racetrack, and Dave got coffee or something,
yeah.
and then we went up to the register to pay and told the guy that I got a small French vanilla, and Dave's like coffee
refill.
and the kid looks at him and he's like, okay, you're fine, and I said, well, what, we don't have to pay? And he's like, nope, you're fine. I was like, wow, well, thank you, God bless you. And he walked out the door. We didn't pay for. He said we didn't have to pay for it, anything.
Right.
So wow, that was a blessing. So now we're actually gonna make it home, awake, until we get in the house and drop.
Oh, man.
And drop.
Bring the guitars and the pedals in, clean up.
You guys will get to see our subdivision where we live.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dave's got enough juice on his
They
phone
got enough juice, yeah.
to get us into the subdivision and pull up into the carport, and then we'll be signing off when we get there. And so we live in North Fort Myers.
Oh, yeah.
Drove home from our Miami gig, and am still awake.
Now the Friday gig we did is further on up the road. It's about not even maybe a mile.
No, it's more than a mile.
Well, maybe it's 2 miles.
About 15 minutes
Okay.
to get up to Del
Toro. But before we were setting up yesterday's gig or Friday's gig, wow, the thunder and the lightning, how about it, Deb? It's like explosions right over our head. It's like, huh?
It was pretty wild.
It was very loud. Oh my God! But yeah, that went that good. And I messaged the owner of it's called Poolside Pub in Del Toro, and I said, yeah, we had a good time, and people want me back. And he was, yeah, no problem. We'll get you on the schedule.
So this is our subdivision. We live in Buccaneer Estates.
Mm-hmm.
It is a gated community, but it's manufactured homes. So
Yeah.
So don't get excited. Ooh, they live in a gated community. Oh, it's a manufactured
They
home.
got this
It's
gate
all
open right here.
And our gate's broke, so it's open all the time. Our gate is broken right now. So
Yeah.
It stays open.
We'll leave the light on for you.
And here we are.
But yeah, it's great living down here, though. I'll tell you, man.
It's nice and quiet.
Nice and
Like
quiet.
our neighborhood's quiet.
Yeah.
It's a 55 plus community is probably why.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, you see
It's
some
nice.
people riding their Harleys through here, and it's quiet, but it's so weird because, we're at that age, but we don't feel at that age. It's hard for us to comprehend.
Oh yeah, no, I feel way younger than I
Oh,
look.
yeah.
Way younger.
And it's like, man.
That's good. That's where it is. That's where it is.
Yep. Be young at heart and you'll never grow old.
Your age is in your brain
That's
and in
it.
your heart.
And stay moving and you'll have a, I guess
You'll
that's a
be
secret of
fine.
living long.
You'll be
Yeah.
fine. And we're going to be pulling up into
Oh, here comes the guy. Come turn. Yep.
Carport shortly.
Yep.
And then we'll be signing off because Dave's low on juice.
Yeah, I'm low on juice and
Here we are.
there we are.
Home sweet
home. Well, my friends, thanks for watching.
Well, thank you
And,
for riding with us for the last 30 minutes.
Thank you so much and checking out our shows. And we probably won't do anything tomorrow. We'll probably
Thank
just
you for
crash
logging
and
in.
yep.
Yeah, we got to go grocery shopping, laundry, all that good stuff.
All the
We
good
didn't
stuff.
have time to do the extras of our shows, but thank you guys.
Thanks for tuning in, my friends.
We love you.
We love you. We'll probably do a live stream D&D show Friday.
We'll do something.
Yep, we'll do some. Anyways,
Okay.
have a great rest of your weekend. Stay strong, safe, and true. Rock on, and God bless you, my friends. Take
God
care.
bless.